Do you ever play a game and feel something familiar, but you can't quite explain why? I was deep into Sekiro. Shadows die twice again, blocking, parrying, getting wrecked by a purple ninja for the 12th time, when something strange clicked in my brain. This wasn't just a modern FromSoftware experience. This felt like Karateka. Yeah, the NES game. Stick with me on this one. Now, before the comments section erupts with Karateka, that 1984 pixel guy who walked funny and got one shot if he bowed wrong. Hear me out. This comparison isn't just about surface-level swordplay. It's about philosophy, the heart behind the fight. And I'm telling you, Sekiro is the spiritual successor to Karateka in a way that most modern games can't even dream of. Let's rewind for a second. Karateka was made by Jordan Mechner, the same guy who later gave us Prince of Persia. He made it on Apple II when he was like 20. The game is simple on the outside. You're a lone martial artist trying to rescue a kidnapped princess from a mountain fortress. Standard 80s game plot, right? But when you play it, it hits different. No HUD, no combo counter, no over-the-top anime moves. Just you, your stance, and one enemy at a time. Every step forward is tense. Enemies walk up to you, bow, get into position, and then, bam, you're locked in combat. And it's deadly. If your timing is off, you're done. One wrong move can mean starting over from scratch. Sound familiar? Sekiro does the same thing, but in 3D with katana sparks and mythological terror. Now here's where it gets spooky. Both games respect the art of martial combat. They don't want you to button mash. They want you to be calm, to watch, to respond, not react. They punish sloppiness. They reward discipline. In Karateka, if you run an enemy without taking a stance, they just punch you. One hit. Instant death. In Sekiro, if you're careless, that seven-spear dude will teach you a lesson so brutal, you'll think he's your sensei. That rhythm, that dance, it's shared DNA. But it goes deeper than gameplay. The presentation of both games is cinematic, even though they come from very different eras. Karateka used rotoscoping to create smooth, realistic animations. It looked almost like a playable movie back in the day. No score counters, no flashing health bars. Just the environment, your character, and the moment. Fast forward to Sekiro, and you'll notice something. The UI is minimal. There's no loot cluttering your screen. No XP pop-ups after every kill. Just the world. The wind in the trees. The footsteps of your enemy. That single perfect parry you finally nailed after dying 10 times. Both games trust the player to focus, to be immersed. No distractions, just presence. And here's something most people miss. Both games are about honor. In Karateka, the enemies bow before battle. If you try to fight without engaging properly, you're punished. Sekiro might not bow, but there's a strong theme of code and discipline, from the Shinobi Code to the loyalty to Kuro, to the way bosses carry themselves like warriors. Even the corrupted ones. There's no loot explosion after a victory. Just silence. The game respects the gravity of each duel, like Karateka did decades ago. And what about the emotional core? Karateka might be basic on story, but it's pure. A lone warrior climbing a mountain to save someone they care about. No superpowers. No magic. Just skill and will. Sekiro takes that same premise, a lone warrior on a mission, and adds layers. Father figures, betrayals, eternal youth. But strip all that down, and it's still the same. A man with a sword, facing impossible odds, to protect a life he's sworn to defend. You see where I'm going with this? This isn't just nostalgia talking. It's lineage. While most modern action games flood you with unlocked trees, flashy effects, and infinite combos, Sekiro goes in the other direction. It simplifies, refines, makes you feel every hit. And that is exactly what Karateka tried to do on the NES. So maybe Sekiro isn't just a brutally hard Souls-like. Maybe it's the game Karateka always wanted to be, but couldn't back in 1984. It took us decades to come full circle, to return to that purity of combat, that emotional simplicity, that sharp edge of discipline and precision. And honestly, I think that's beautiful. We always talk about games evolving. But sometimes evolution means going back to what mattered in the first place and doing it right. So the next time you're getting absolutely destroyed in Sekiro, remember, you're not just playing a modern action game. You're stepping into the footsteps of a lone warrior from a 1980s mountain fortress. And now, you've got more than 2 buttons to fight with. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button like it's a perfect deflect. Comment below, did you ever play Karateka? Or did Sekiro give you flashbacks to any old school game? And if you want more deep dive comparisons between retro gems and modern masterpieces, make sure to subscribe. I've got something cooking for Prince of Persia next. Until then, stay sharp, stay disciplined, and remember, every parry is a little piece of gaming history.